Sugar and Crumbs viewers. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make our easy fudge recipe. We've shown this on Facebook Live. It's also one of our most popular recipes from our website, and I'm just going to give you a little run through of the ingredients that you need. So you need a full tin of sweetened condensed milk. Any make, this is just a supermarket's own brand, but a 397 gram tin, 115 grams of unsalted butter, and then your choice of Sugar and Crumbs natural flavoured icing sugar. I've just got a little selection here. Today I'm going to be making the salted caramel, and you need 500 grams. So to get started, I'm just going to add the butter to my saucepan, and I'm using a heavy based pan. Heavy based just means that the heat is distributed more evenly at the bottom, and then it stops everything from burning as fast. So I'm just going to set that on a medium heat, and we just need to let the butter melt in there for a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, I'm just going to show you how to prepare your tin. So here I've got a brownie tin with some greaseproof parchment paper underneath, and what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you a very simple way of lining a tray like this. So all you want to do is cut so that you've got a square piece of paper that is slightly bigger all the way around to your tin, and then all you do is you snip down to the corner on both sides, so all the way around. Have to excuse the dogs. So again, we're just going to snip that side there and there, like that, and then you take out the paper from underneath, place it inside the tray, and what you created is these little flaps that we can just push into the background like that. Turn it around, do the same on the other side, and it just makes sure that you've got no little corners that anything can leak out of. And that's your tin prepared. So we're just going to put that to one side and move back to our saucepan. So the butter's now nearly all melted, and we just need to make sure that all of that is melted down well. We'll just give that a little stir. Okay, so I'm just going to grab the whisk. We're just going to turn that down slightly because we don't want our mixture to get too hot just yet. And we're going to tip in the full tin of condensed milk. Because we're adding a cold mixture to a hot, that's why it's just made that slow sound there. We're just going to give that a little whisk in, just to try and incorporate the condensed milk with the butter. Now the important thing when making fudge is that it is the kind of thing that you need to be prepared for. You need to have everything ready to hand, because you are going to have to stay with the fudge for the next 20 minutes while it's cooking, because you have to continually stir all the time to stop the sugar from burning. So once them two ingredients have mixed together, we're going to take our third and final ingredient, which is the icing sugar, and again you can use any of our flavoured icing sugars. And we're just going to start by pouring half of the bag in to start with. and we're just going to whisk that in. Until you can't see the sugar anymore. Okay, now we're going to place in the second half. And again, whisk that in. With the second half, just need to be a little bit more careful that you don't whisk it out of the pan. So I am going to show you today how to make this fudge without having to use a thermometer and what you need to look out for. So we're just going to keep stirring now for approximately 18 minutes. So we'll come back when it's closer to the stage that you need to be looking out for when it's going to be ready. Okay, so I've been mixing the fudge now continuously with the whisk for the last 16 minutes, and this is now getting to the stage of soft fudge. So what you need to be looking for is that when you're stirring, you get a lot of these air bubbles that are coming to the top. Stop stirring just for a second. If they're still coming to the top, that's when it's ready to take out if you want the soft fudge. If you're going to add in any colouring, you want to do that now and just give it one last final whisk before pouring it out. If you want the more tablet fudge, you need to just carry on for the next 3 minutes and you'll get that harder tablet fudge. So we're just going to turn that off, move it away from the heat and just give it a quick hard whisk. And then we're just going to take it back over to our tin and pour it out. Now if you're doing the tablet fudge, the mix will be slightly thicker, so it will be slightly harder to get out. So you just need to scrape it a little bit more. And then I'm just going to use my little spatula just to push into the corners, just so I've got an even fudge. Now if you wanted a deep fudge, then you could use a smaller tin so that your fudge mixture would be deeper. And if you wanted to add in any sprinkles, nuts or fruit, then now is the time to put them on top. And as you can see, just as I'm spreading it out, it's starting to cool and it'll start to set on the top within the next 5 minutes, but you need to leave it for 30 minutes before it'll be ready to slice. So we're just going to leave that to one side at room temperature to set. Okay, so here's the fudge now that we've left it to set. So we're just going to remove it from the tin. And it's ready to slice. So you can slice it on top of your chopping board or on your paper. And again, you can cut this as desired. And it's ready to serve. Okay, so there's all the fudge now chopped up. This recipe makes 700 grams of fudge. So you can, if you're going to pass it out to family members for occasions, then you could pre-bag this into 100 grams. And you would have 7 bags then, or you can just enjoy it yourself, and there you go.